Do my fucking car collection, bro.
Oh, your car collection?
Gang, gang.
Shit. We're 0 to 2 in a Deers.
Oh my god. All right, here. You fucking retard.
What?
Jesus. All right, guys. Welcome back to. We're gonna call it Subtlety Garage now, because fucking why not? We're gonna do an updated car collection. The last one I did, I think I had just the S-Type, the 300, and probably some other shit box I may or may not have included in that video. We're kicking off with the money makers. This is Bessie. She's my Freightliner Cascadia. She pays for everything here. If you want to call it the ranch, the Portland Ranch, we'll go with that. Bessie, that's Nellie. That's my girl's truck. We're going to keep on moving. There's two cars I'm not going to include in this video. Those are the nice ones. We're just doing the shitty ones today. This here is my girl's Subaru. Eventually it'll be lifted with the other one you'll see in the garage here in a minute. It is her winter daily, automatic, UEL headers. It sounds like a Subaru. You guys will see it. This here's another shit box. This one's my buddy David, our friendly neighborhood retard.
That's me.
We're about to clap this out right now. You'll see that. This is Lavaka. She does all of our heavy towing, including towing all of our broken projects that never get finished or ever run. Lavaka, Ford F-350 with the V10 because, you know, I'm a gasser through and through besides Bessie. This is a burro. This was my first big financed car. This was in my last car collection video, I think 5 or 6 years ago now. She has been sitting for the last 4 years with a transmission issue. Lo and behold, it may have never been a transmission issue. I think it was just a crank sensor the whole time. We swapped that. And before we swapped it, I was like, fuck it, let's just make it retarded. So I saw a picture of a Challenger on Facebook, and I was like, I love the look. I zoomed in on the tire size, and there were 33 MT tires. 33-inch MT tires. I needed it, so I got Hellcat wide body replica wheels and some 33-inch mud tires to go on it. They won't fit. So more sawzall required, more grinding required, but we'll get it to work. It'll be Overlander setup, my winter daily, if you will. David, zoom in on my butt.
Zoom in on your butt?
That butt.
Oh.
This is not a car, but it's a butt, so you guys get to see it.
You don't touch the butt. Stay away from it. It'll take you into the ocean.
This here is a Pontiac GXB with the window that's rolled down.
And why do we do that?
Well, we rolled the window down when we towed it here to get in and out of it without the battery, because the battery was dead. And then we just never rolled it back up when we took the battery out. So it doesn't have a window here. But it doesn't matter, because this car is actually scrap, believe it or not. This has an LS4 in it, which we are going to pull from this car and put in one you're going to see around here at the back of the building. All right, this here is a white Del Sol. It's got, what, 10-inch wide Bassett wheels, D-hole, some Hoosiers on there, some used Hoosiers. This will end up being like a time attack car, wide body, all that other shit. I'm going to be listing off a lot of projects here that will eventually get finished, and I'll explain why none of them are finished in a minute here. But yeah, so that's what that is. I bought it from my brother. He's like, I fucking hate cars. So then I bought him a Buell, like little thumper to replace it, and I took it back. So it'll be a time attack car. I got a B18C sitting in the garage, turbo kit to go on it, UEL headers, whole 9 yards. I love that Subaru sound.
Where's your vape?
Shut up. This here is my retard's C4, the one holding the camera right now. Who probably can't get the right angle to say his fucking life.
What do you mean? This is a good angle.
This is his C4. Now, okay. The reason he got this car is because I actually sold him my Jaguar S-Type, and I immediately regretted it because oh yeah, that's the third car I'm not going to include in this video. Motherfucker. All right, anyway. So I regretted it because I've never sold a car that I've bought for myself. Not once until I did that. So I bought it back, and in exchange, this little asshole's like, I want a Corvette.
Hey, I gave you an option. 350Z was one of them.
So I got him a C4 Corvette, which has been sitting in parts bin stages since he's got it. So I think it's been on the street maybe 3 times. The tires are completely fucking dry rotted. It's wonderful.
But their whole...
sounds hilarious. It is the craziest sounding 200 horsepower you ever hear in your life.
To be fair, at least the tires hold air.
That is correct. All right. This here, I'm stuck between Delvet SI8, so C, Latina C8, Don't see it. Why? Because it's getting the LS4 plugged into the back of the car. This will be a fun project that I hope to complete over winter. Also, a big crazy body kit, whole 9 yards. I have a good mental image. I just got to put pen to paper yet. My office is almost done where I can do all my modeling and shit. This here is Blueberry. This is another one of the Mrs.'s cars. It's a turbo D16 Z6. Fun little car. The transmission's ass because it's got super tall gears. You're doing like 80 in second gear. It's retarded, but it does go pretty quick for a Del Sol. This here was the first ever attempt at our own DIY wide body kit. Now we did this one by hand. My biggest regret ever. I paid my retarded brother to do a lot of the work and sanding, and lo and behold, none of it's even. So I said, fuck it, we're done with it. I quit. Just gonna scrap that wide body kit, selling this off to my buddy, and the body kit I make for the white one over there. The time attack kit one also going on this car. We're making molds, whatever. We'll pull it and put it on this car. Because now everything is computer aided. I got a CNC, whole 9 yards. We're about to take these wheels off of this and throw them on his retarded Del Sol you just saw a minute ago. This has a B20 in it. This will be a nice car when we finish it up, but it tested my patience a little bit too much. Now inside here, you'll probably get a kick out of this. My brother is a woodworker and he wanted to try his hand at making a subwoofer box. So I got these big ass Scar subwoofers. And we just planted them in a wooden box in there. It did sound amazing, but when he test fitted it, he's like, "Yeah, it works. It's not too deep. You'll fit in it just fine." Well, he didn't have the steering wheel in, and mind you, he's about 150 pounds lighter than I am, so that didn't work out too good. I sat my fat ass in there. And was like, "Yeah, there's not going to be a chair in here." So I tried making a chair, and then I was like, "You know what? Fuck this car." All right, this here is another shell. In fact, these two cars, the Black Impala and this car, are really one car. Once again, the retard holding the camera owns these two shit boxes. This is actually going to be a $500 Lemons car. I gave him this shell for free because I bought that blue one over there. I needed the B18 out of this. So I pulled the B18 to originally go into the blue one, now going into the white one, yada, yada, yada. It's a shell. So we're taking the 3800 series V6 out of that. And we're going to do exactly the same thing we're doing to the LS4 car back over there. So this is going to get the 3800 series in the back. We'll do the two side by side. This will be a $500 Lemons racer, and that series will be Le Mans from Lemons, whatever the fuck I'm going to call it. So yeah, we'll do two side by side. One that's properly expensive and built correctly. The other one that's jerry-rigged with a stick welder. We'll make it work. All right. I'm not going to make you guys watch my fat ass walk all the way back up in the building, so jump cut. All right. I figured I could point this out. So the shop space we have here was a 40 by 60 that was originally divided in half. That obviously wasn't going to be enough, so we started doing this, just three retards and a ladder, putting this together. When it's done, we'll have like 40 by, I think 92, or no, 72. What is it? 40 by 92. 40 by 92.
You sure?
Yes, because 60 plus 32, 40 by 92. That's what it's going to be, so it'll give us enough space. I'll make it look sexy in there. That's the goal. This is going to be the first project, really, is getting this done. So I got help coming out again. We should have it up within a month or so. And then after that, we can really get focused on the car. I'm sure there's some fucking woodworker in the comment section that's going to be like, "You guys are fucking retarded." We know. Don't worry, I got a fucking permit. Fuck you. Alright. So, as I was just saying, holy echo. As I was just saying, originally this shop space was cut in half. Right where that white wall, the plywood ends and it goes to no fucking insulation. This is all the space it would have had, which was just never going to work with so many shit boxes. I'm going to turn this crap loose. There, now I can hear myself think a little bit. Alright, this over here, this is Sotaku. Alright? This is going to be the shitty Honda that identifies as whether it be a Jeep or a Subaru yet. I'm not quite sure. Probably a Jeep because we'll have a Subaru already. Alright, so this is a stock like D16s at 6, some headers, some shitty eBay exhaust. We're putting some off-roadier tires on it, and we'll swap the wing out. I'll post the picture up so you guys can see what it looked like before we started tearing into it again. This was the first car I decided to just do the eBay fucking special, because I wanted to go to the local car meets without my F-Type. My F-Type is like, gets so much hate at the local car meets, so I wanted something cheap and ricey. So I found a local guy to do custom wrap and shit. I don't know. Everyone liked it, but I want it to be more pizzazzy, I guess. Alright. Okay, these are the wheels that we're on too. Some XXRs, I think they're called XXRs.
Yep.
No, they're VORs, TR4s, I think. Solid little wheels. This here is my buddy's slammed and clapped C4 special. He's the third retard you're going to see on this channel. Right now it's bone stock, but we have a K24 going into it, pulling this shitty motor out, pulling the transmission, going full K24 slot, turbo, yada yada yada, just to piss the boomers off, you know? We like to be heretics here. It's LS Honda and K-swap C4. Fuck it, why not? This here's my favorite car. This Euro bike made in China. I'm kidding. There's some road bikes. This is Riley, right here. We weren't originally Harley people, might I add. But we became Harley people after this bike in particular, because if one, it sounds like a Ducati. You won't believe me until you hear it. That's fine, I don't give a fuck. This one's Riley, little street 750, great little bike. Bought it for the missus, and the only reason she got that bike is because I got the one we'll get to in a second. She decided after immediately dumping the clutch on this bike that she didn't want it. So then she wanted one more expensive. We got her the Harley Davidson Nightstream, brand new. Like literally, it wasn't even. They didn't even have the dealer tag on it yet. We showed up at the dealership. It was there because all the fucking boomers hate these water-cooled engines. And within a week of them announcing it, or 2 weeks, we had the bike. She had it and didn't touch it for a while. Anyway, cheap Chinese junk. I got an electric Grom. You guys have seen that before on the channel before it was Subtlety Garage. Another Chinese electric bike, another Chinese electric bike, and another Chinese electric bike. We imported these for pennies on the dollar. It was my first foray into importing, right? And it was really just because I wanted a motorcycle and I was fucking poor at the time, being a security guard. And I love the e-bikes. E-bikes are fucking crazy. We've done all types of crazy shit with e-bikes. None of it's been posted, but that's okay. Yeah, so eventually these will end up getting done, just as some fucking fuck around bikes, because why not? In the meantime, though, because I didn't feel like importing batteries in this hectic post-unnamed virus of unspecified origin era, the battery market's kind of retarded. So we'll let that cool off a bit, and then I'll order the batteries. This is that Buell, that little thumper I was talking about. My brother did a custom seat on this, his first attempt at upholstery, which, I mean, looks kind of fucked up, but also pretty sweet. So I'll give him credit. It's his first attempt. I'll vibe with it. And then right here, I have my fucking signature death machine, my Harley Davidson Sportster S. I never planned on buying a Harley until I saw some fucking Indian guy reviewing this bike. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I want it. So when we went to the Harley dealership on a whim, my buddy said he wanted to go. He didn't even show up. I saw this. I wanted it. It was the only one I could find within like a 100-mile radius. And the only way I could get it was for the missus to get the Street 750. So lo and behold, I now have the Harley Davidson Sportster S. This thing is fast as fuck. It's faster than my F-Type. It's retarded fast. People don't believe me how fast this bike is until you ride it. You gotta ride one of these to understand. It's like 400 and some odd pounds. It's like just under 5. 124 horsepower and it's like 100 and something foot-pounds of torque, I think. It's fucking wild. Yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of the car collection. Now, there are 3 cars, as I previously mentioned, that will not be included in this video. Why? Because this is the poor man's edition. These are all my shit boxes, all right? These are all the projects, and I'll describe in a second here why they're not done and why we're not sitting in a building like this. The other 2 cars are my missus. She has a C7 Corvette Stingray. A nice blue color, very pretty car, yada, yada, yada. Manual, 7-speed, I'm proud of her for that. And I have a Jaguar F-Type. I haven't had it for 3 years now, but she's bone stock. Well, mostly, besides being slammed to the floor and fucking straight piped. She's mostly bone stock. So I don't know, those cars catch a lot of hate. They don't need to be in this video, they're put away anyways, out of the weather. And then the third one is my Jaguar S-Type, which was also in my last car collection video, which she's been sitting in storage even since that video. I pulled it out one time to finally get it back on the road. I let Gabby drive it one fucking time, and it blew a head gasket. So I'm like, fuck it, back in the storage it goes. Pushing it down the road, it's a disaster. Now, as to the cars not being finished, I'm sure you've noticed a theme. We have a lot of fucking projects, and not a single one is done. Now, the reason for that is before we were in a small 3-bedroom, 1-bath house with a 1-stall garage with literally this field of shit behind you. Go ahead and spin the camera on. This field of shit behind you was all in that garage. Nothing was getting, except for the Charmander, but nothing was getting done in there. It just wasn't gonna happen. So, after paying off that house, I realized, well, why don't we just upgrade and go find something with a little fucking space? So here we are in some fucking space. Not big enough, that's why we're extending it, but once it's done, we'll finally get these projects moving. Working in a small space, as anyone who's done it will tell you, you may have the ability to do something, but when you get out in the garage and you gotta move fucking 300 pounds of crap to get enough space to change a tire, it gets really daunting and you no longer want to go out there. You'll have the intention of going out there, but you won't do it. So here we are, we have some space now. Once this garage is done, the shop is done, start plowing through some of these projects and getting these things out. I don't sell my cars, by the way. These aren't, I'm not building these to sell, I'm just building them because I don't know.
Because why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not? We'll go on that. So yeah, welcome to Subtlety Garage. You saw the projects, these will all be getting done over the next, I'm gonna say 2 years. We also have some other things coming down the pipeline. A lot of it top secret because I don't want to announce it and someone be like, where the fuck is it at? So we're gonna do some of these other projects first, and then once we get rolling on the bigger ones, maybe I'll post them up after they're just about done. So that'll wrap up this video. David, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm nervous.
Professional retard right here.
Hi, I'm David. I'm the retard of the group.
Yeah, he's gonna be basically our cameraman, and he'll be on camera a lot because I'm fucking shy, and he has all the confidence in the world. All right, that's gonna do it. So, yeah, welcome to Subtlety. I'm sure this video will get like 10 views, but that's okay. This is just an introduction. Peace.